friends, so today we are going to be making a pumpkin wine glass cozy. The one I am making will fit a standard white wine glass. What you're going to need today is a G+ crochet hook as well as 2 skeins of worsted weight cotton yarn, one for the main color which will be your pumpkin color and one for the contrasting color which will be for your vine and leaf. So before you begin, you want to make sure that you start with a nice long tail about 12 inches long. I'll show you toward the end of this video what it's going to be used for, but just make sure you start with a nice long tail. Again, the cozy I am making today is going to fit a standard white wine glass, so I am going to start with 30 chains. However, if you'd like to make one to fit a red wine glass, which is the larger sized wine glass, you can start with 36 chains. So after you're done making your chains, whether that be 30 or 36, you are going to join to the very first chain with a slip stitch, but be careful not to twist it. And I just like to give the tail a little tug to tighten it up a little bit. So after you've joined, you are going to chain 2 and turn. Next, you will make a double crochet in the first chain, which is the same chain that you made your chain 2 out of, and then you are going to continue to make a double crochet in each chain around. You should end up with 30 double crochets if you started with 30 chains, or 36 double crochets if you started with 36 chains. When you come to the end of this round, you are going to join to the first stitch with a slip stitch and then chain 1. For this round, you are going to start by making a front post double crochet around the first stitch. And on the next stitch, you are going to do a back post double crochet. You are going to continue alternating front post double crochet and back post double crochet all the way around. At the end of this round, you are going to join with a slip stitch to the first stitch and chain 1. To start round 3, you are going to make a front post double crochet around the first front post double crochet from the previous round, and then a back post double crochet around the back post double crochet of the previous round. And then for the remainder of this round, you are just going to continue alternating front post double crochet and back post double crochet all the way around. And once you come to the end of this round, you are going to join to the first stitch with a slip stitch and chain 1. So for this round, you are going to repeat round 3, and actually you are going to continue to repeat round 3 until the cozy reaches your desired height. And as always, you are going to finish this round off by joining to the first stitch with a slip stitch and chaining 1. Okay, so before I move on, I'm actually going to try this on my wine glass just to make sure that it is the height that I want it to be. And this looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to move forward with the last round of this color. So this is going to be the last round of the main color, and we are simply going to chain one and single crochet in every stitch all the way around, ending up with a total of 30 single crochets if your starting chain was 30, or 36 single crochets if your starting chain was 36. At the end of this round, I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first stitch, and then I am going to fasten off my yarn. Now that I've attached my contrasting color, I'm going to chain one and then slip stitch into the first stitch, and in each stitch all the way around. A note about the slip stitches though, this round is used to cinch up the top so that it does fit the tapered part of the wine glass. However, if you stitch too tightly, you won't even be able to get it up around your glass. So you do want to make sure that your tension is a bit looser than normal for this round. Now that I've finished my slip stitch round, I'm simply going to join with a slip stitch to the first stitch, and now I'm going to chain 15. This is going to be the start of the vine. Now that I've made 15 chains, I'm going to work back down the chain by making 2 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, 1 single crochet in the next chain, 2 single crochet in the next chain, and 1 single crochet in the next chain. And I'm going to continue making 2 single crochets in the next chain, 1 single crochet in the next, all the way until I get to the bottom. Once you get down to the very last stitch, you are going to slip stitch into the same stitch where you started the 15 chains. This next part is the leaf, so you're going to start by chaining 4, and then you are going to slip stitch to the next stitch over to the left, then you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to be working into that chain 4 loop that you just created. You're going to start by making 3 double crochets, next you're going to make a treble crochet, then you're going to chain 3, and then slip stitch to the third chain from the hook. Next, you're going to make another treble crochet into the same chain 4 space that you've been working out of. And lastly, you're going to make 3 more double crochets. slip stitch into the same chain 4 space, and then you can fasten off. So do you remember at the beginning of this video when I told you that you needed to leave a nice long tail? Well, here is where we're going to use it. So I want you to grab a tapestry needle and thread that tail on there, and we are going to cinch up the bottom of this cozy so that it fits our wine glass perfectly. So basically, you are just going to take your needle and you are simply going to weave in and out of that very bottom row of stitches until you get all the way around. So before I cinch this up and fasten it off for good, I do like to try it on my wine glass one last time just to make sure that I have the perfect fit for that particular glass. So I'm going to get my glass again, I'm going to put it on, and I'm actually going to cinch up the bottom while it's on the glass. One, to make sure that I don't cinch it up so small that it can't fit over the base, but that it's small enough so that there's still a tapered shape to it. And there you have it, folks. We now have ourselves a pumpkin wine glass cozy.